a fellow comedian yesterday got married, Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts?
I think it's dope. That you can find love and, find somebody that you want to split all your assets with. That's dope. That's a great find out here. And he was married before, so for him to get divorced and still feel like he can do it, he should do it again. That's commendable, man. That means that he must really trust and love and respect this woman that he just married. So I think it's dope. I wouldn't personally get married. That's not my cup of tea personally. I just don't believe in it. As far as the way that it's set up socially and the mentality that people have about why you should and shouldn't get married. I think people have a different perception of what it's really supposed to be. So just me personally, it's not something that I can see myself doing. But for those who do, adhere to that type of, mentality and way of living, I salute it, man. I think it's dope.
So are you saying that you will never, ever get married?
I don't see myself ever getting married. No. I don't. Because first of all, I'm a real statistical type of dude. And like, for example, you're a businessman. If somebody came up to you and said, hey, man, I got this dope idea. It's going to be, now I need you to give me half of everything you got. And it's a 70% chance that it's not going to work. Would you invest your money in that deal? Would you take that? You know what I mean? So just that alone means that people are going into it. Because it's really a business arrangement when you think about it, man. It's about, you bringing what you have and bringing, a woman into the fold of what you have as a man to be able to manage and, take care of the home and all of that type of stuff. Love, I think, is not a reason to get married. I would never get married to someone just because I love them, because love is a funny emotion. You know what I'm saying? You'll wake up one day and love your wife, and then, a couple of days you might not even want to be around her. But so how do you maintain the bond that you guys are supposed to have then, when those emotions are changing? You know what I'm saying? Now I have a saying that I believe: never underestimate how quickly your soulmate will turn into your roommate. So I just couldn't see myself adhering to that. And mind you, I just can't see it. I'm not in control of what goes on. I'm just walking the path. So maybe it'll change. But as of right now, sitting here, shit is retarded to me.
What's the longest you've been in a relationship with somebody?
Oh man, I've only really been in one real relationship, like in the sense of what commitment is and what society sees commitment as. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily what you do personally, because I think every situation is a personal situation. Whatever you and that person have an understanding about is what you guys, live by. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I've only been in one relationship, and that's with the mother of my child, and we was together. We was dealing with each other from like 18 to off and on. It was I say probably like almost 10 years. A ghetto 10 though, you know what I'm saying? Not a straight 10, it's a ghetto 10. You go together, then you break up and you get back together. So ghetto 10 years.
How's your relationship with her these days?
Oh, it's dope. You know what I mean? That's one of my best friends in the world, man. I'm lucky. I'm blessed. I don't have to really go through a lot of the unnecessary stuff as you see a lot of dudes go through when, they may be good fathers, but the woman still has emotional connection, so they spiteful. I'm blessed to not have, a woman that, gave birth to my child who has those type of emotions. And, she's moved on. She got a boyfriend and another baby, and, and I support it, and I love her to death, and we cool. We got a great relationship. But the thing is, you got to maintain it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's important for you to be able to maintain a relationship that you have with your child's mother, because I give her credit for dealing with the things on a daily basis that I don't have to deal with, like waking her up in the morning and get her ready to go to school, and making sure that, she dressed right, making sure she eat every day, regardless of whether or not I'm providing the food. She got to make sure that she eat it. She got to answer all of the questions that she may have throughout the day, regardless of what she's feeling like. If she got a headache, it don't matter. Mommy, mommy, mommy. If I'm not there on a daily basis, which I'm not because I travel a lot now, I'm on the road working, she has to deal with those meticulous things that as a father I don't have to deal with. So I'll always give her credit and do everything that I can do for her to make sure that I, let her know that I appreciate that she does those things.
Now, how hard or easy is that?
It's easy as you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a territorial dude like a lot of dudes are. Like, I don't have, I was raised differently. I came up in an environment where I didn't see too many relationships growing up as a child. Like, a lot of my family members were, in the street heavy, and I had some uncles that was pimps and everything. So, I have a different mentality about control. A lot of dudes like to be in control because our egos make us feel like, man, fuck that, man. You mine. You belong to me. So I just don't personally have that mentality. If you don't wake up in the morning to wash your pussy, it don't belong to you. She gonna do whatever she wanna do with it. Best thing you could do is just make sure that you the best version of yourself. So whatever it is she wanna do with it is beneficial to you. So with me not having that mentality, it's easy for me because she can do whatever she wanna do. You know what I mean? As long as it don't bring me no problems or cause no harm to my child, I really don't care what you do. I want you to be happy. And if I'm not willing to provide you with what you want, then you have every right to go out and find it. So with that being said, it makes it easy for me. You know what I mean? I do what I'm supposed to do as a father. I commend her as a mother, and we don't have no issues.
Now, in regards to Kevin Hart, have you been on a season where he's been?
Yeah. My first episode that I filmed of Wildin' Out was Kev was the guest star, and he's been back two, three times. So he's a cool dude, man. Real intelligent dude. You know what I'm saying? Like business smart and a great guy. You know, somebody of that level of fame could be a dickhead, but you know, he's a real cool guy, man. Like he humble, he'll talk to you, he'll joke with you. If you ask him a question, he'll give you an honest answer. So he a real cool dude. So to see somebody, you know, in that position where you don't really have no privacy for real, be able to find somebody that you can trust in a world full of people who probably want something from you, I think it's beautiful. I think it's dope. You know what I mean?
Now, have you faced Kevin as Chocolate Droppa?
No, we was on the same team, but you know, we really don't pay no attention to that, man. He don't want them problems.
Because he just secured a record deal.
Yeah, I know he secured a record deal. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's dope. I think that, you know, he's opening a lot of doors for young comedians like myself, man, to be able to go and have an alter ego and do what we do on the show. Like, I rap, and I'm not a rapper at all, but I think it's fun, and I make parody songs and all of that. I just did a parody of Charlemagne called Light Skin Charlemagne, which is, you know, on YouTube and all that now. So I do that. So for him to be able to go in and break that barrier down as a black man, because, you know, it's really not too many people who do that who look like us. You know, you got your Weird Al Yankovic's who have made a career out of it and won Grammys from it. So for him to be able to open that door and say, hey, it's a comedic side to making music and we're going to have fun with it, but still have people take it seriously enough to be able to give you a record deal to do it, to pay you to do it. Good job, Kev. You know, just know the young guys that's out here grinding and appreciate the doors you opening.